Link established. Mic on.
This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Citizens are advised to take the following steps. Stay alert to news media events or local emergency alert notifications. Avoid contact with the infected. If evacuation isn't possible, move indoors and initiate in-place sheltering. Use a gas mask, or if none are available, cover your mouth and nose with a clean cloth that has been soaked with a solution of 1 cup water and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Also, cover bare skin and make sure that cuts and abrasions are covered. If exposed, remove clothes and seal in a plastic bag. Immediately wash off using copious amounts of warm, soapy water or a diluted 10-to-1 bleach solution. Since biological agents are being used to combat the outbreak, be sure to shut the windows and air intake vents to your shelter. If possible, stay upwind from the source of biological agents. Seek medical attention as quickly as possible after coming into contact with the infected or a biological agent. If evacuated, do not return home until local authorities say it is safe. Upon arriving home, open up all the windows and doors to provide natural ventilation. Do not attempt to try mechanical ventilation, such as electric fans, as an explosive threat may be present. Find out from local authorities how to clean up your land and property. Discard food and water supplies that were impacted by the hazardous material contamination. This is the emergency broadcast system.
Is anyone out there? We're survivors held up in a warehouse. The zombies have overrun the city. Supplies are running short. Is anyone out there? Please, we need help. We're almost out of food. The zombies have been beating on the doors day and night for weeks now. I'm not sure how long we can keep them out. Hello? We need help.
You can call me stupid. Yes, you can call me cheap. You can say I'm lazy. You can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me. And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D. But when it comes to her, you better keep it sealed. Don't you dare say a single word, or I will strike you where it feels. You think that using her would get to me, and if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D.
While there is still no word on a cure for the virus, government officials report the virus is not airborne, but can be transferred through contact with blood and other bodily fluids. The virus seems to be making people uncontrollably violent, and also somehow seems to be reanimating the dead. When asked, a White House spokesman declined to comment on whether or not this was a terrorist attack. Due to the violent nature of the ones infected, the virus is spreading rapidly. Government officials are reporting that there is no known cure for the virus and is urging citizens to stay in their homes and avoid contact. Citizens are also urged to lock and barricade all doors, windows, and any other point of entry. Riots nationwide are prompting local governments to declare martial law. The president is asking that citizens find safety and remain calm. Authorities are working on a plan to contain the outbreak.
Diamonds so pale, and I was gonna take you traveling the world. But I can love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you the whole of what I've got. The fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Slayer Wolf and Nifty Original are warriors that were forged in the fires of the riots caused by the zombie virus outbreak, a virus that claimed and decimated the human population. However, a resistance has begun led by Slayer Wolf, Nifty Original, and thousands of other survivors. Now they fight against all odds for the survival of the human race, with the zombie hordes attacking on all sides. The only way to provide available intel is via Zombie Network News. Tune in for the latest news from the front of the resistance efforts. Zombie Network News is presented by FlyingPhoenixPCs.com. Get an affordable custom PC using coupon code ZNNUB. On behalf of ZNN and reporting from separate, undisclosed locations, here are your hosts, Nifty Original and Slayer Wolf.
Good freaking morning, guys. It is Saturday morning, and I have no idea why that's showing. So we'll go ahead and clear that out now. Anyway, good morning to Zombie Network News. As soon as you guys get on camera, we'll be able to see you. The two of you that are sitting there on mute. There we go. Oh, yes, good morning, guys. Thanks for watching. It is Saturday morning. We did take, we were here yesterday, but we didn't get the chance to talk a whole lot because we had a very long, well, at least I didn't. You guys did some talking in the space itself. We did miss that, ourselves speaking, but we have some stuff to cover this morning. Good morning, KG. Thanks for jumping in. Snow Manor, thank you for jumping in. Light Cloud, thank you for jumping in and being here. That's the only people that chatted so far, so thanks to you three. Thanks to you two for showing up again on a Saturday morning. I already know how you guys' night was, so I don't have to ask, but go ahead and, let the viewers know how your night was.
Well, I got a crash course in Call of Duty DMZ, which was kind of fun because I heard about it, and then had some intel provided by one of Nifty's good friends, and then we got to hang with Diamond Hands for, I'm going to go on a limb and say it was like a couple hours almost by the time we ended up signing off, right?
I'd say we played at least two.
We started at 11, and then we got off at 1.
So how was your night, Diamond Hands?
Oh man, I had a crash course in driving in DMZ Modern Warfare 2. It was a great time. Went to sleep early, did some stuff for work this morning, and now I'm here. Happy to be here.
Nice. Wait, what time is it for you again?
He's East Coast with you, so his early. That's funny that one 2 a.m. is early for him. So
he's like, I actually went to sleep late. I did work in this at 9 a.m. this morning.
Like I went to bed early because the sun wasn't up yet. So I mean,
yeah, that's why when you said you went to bed early, I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell times are you in? That was early.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'd be falling asleep at 4 or 3, but I have to get my sleep schedule right.
It's okay though, because I mean, you definitely don't have to answer. But how old are you?
Oh, I'm actually 26. I don't look at them.
So 4 o'clock in the morning is definitely early for you.
It's like just getting started.
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's either
party just started.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good stuff. So today, guys, we're gonna do a little bit of covering. But Grant is not going to join us today. I just found out that he's driving back from Detroit. Why he spent the extra couple days in Detroit, I don't know. I mean, the game's over. That's really the only thing Detroit has is crappy football and some other sports.
They do have one thing that Buffalo doesn't have.
Ford?
Less snow.
Well, I mean, in some way, shape, or form, I guess it's probably true. I'm sure they had snow, just nowhere near as much.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't do it. I hate snow. My wife wants to go up to Flagstaff for Christmas. I'm like, hell no, you guys can go. I'll stay home. I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
so, and that's exactly what's happening. They're going it. I'm staying. No. What, you don't want to hang out with my family? No, I don't want to deal with snow or cold.
Okay. If we're being truthful, no, I don't like snow.
Right, yeah, it's not really. It doesn't have anything to do with her family. It really legit doesn't. Like, I like her family. I moved out of Pennsylvania and refused to go. Well, besides my warrants, I refused to go back for a reason. Mm-hmm. So, and it really doesn't have anything to do with anything other than it's cold 6 months a year, and I hate that. And then when it is in Pennsylvania, when it is warm, it's all humidity. So like you walk outside and you just start sweating. And at least out here, I walk outside in 117 degrees and I'm just hot. I'm not sweating. So
that's crazy. It's like a dry heat, right?
Yeah, it is. It's literally, it's a legit. Yeah, people don't really understand. What do you mean by dry heat? Well, it's like you know, where Slayer lives, there's a dry cold, and people don't really understand that. You know, you can walk out in 0 degrees sometimes up there because it's a dry cold.
Ours is pretty wet cold here, actually.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they'll have like a dry cold. You can walk outside and you don't even realize it because it's not humid.
Well, just picture the difference between being hot and then being hot in a sauna. That's a wet.
Right. Yes.
It's
exactly.
the same thing as if you were like in a. I guess there's no really comparative to, but just picture sauna opposite with cold. That's what it's like to be in a wet cold.
Yeah.
It just, you feel it on you. Your clothes are damp.
Yeah, it just goes through.
Dry heat is not sticky.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
There you go. That's the one right there.
So like Cloud is saying, the Super Song post is active, and we get a picture of the different weapon skin rarity table in the different categories. And I'm pretty positive that I can just link to that right here from inside of Discord, because I'm about 90% sure that that was in the announcements. Yes, here it is. So here we go to the Twitter that I now have to go to a different page for. See if I get lucky on that guess. That was the wrong page. Let's try again.
Arts and crafts.
Man, see, I got. The thing is I do have my pages set up, but then I forget what I have to have.
I have it all pulled up if you want to just share my screen.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
can do that
ready
too.
To rock.
Yeah, you can do it that way
ready
too.
To rock for you stuff. Okay, give me 1 second. Here we go.
It makes it easier.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
that's what I figured.
Well, no, I could get to it, but the thing is, because I've already opened up different screens to different things. I was playing. Oh shit! Well, now which page do I have to change back to where it was so I can see where I had it?
There we go. Go live. All right. So you guys can see that, right?
In a second we will. I have it so that I don't see non-video stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Read through it, or just
now we're in full page. I have no way that I can make that look bigger. Yeah, can you? Is that full screen for you?
Yeah, that's full screen.
All right, so yes, you're going to have to read it because there's no way that somebody on a cell phone can see that.
All right, cool. So it says, what is Wagyu Games and Undead Blocks? Well, first of all, it's Undead Blocks by Superstonk exclusive. What does that X mean? It's like, I feel like it's like by, right?
I don't even know. I can barely see.
I think it's kind of like a plus without a plus.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. So Undead Blocks and Superstonk's exclusive skin NFT giveaway. What is Wagyu Games and Undead Blocks? Wagyu Games is a Web3 game development studio based in the United States. Our goal is to bring fun, arcade-style games to the blockchain and empower players to own their assets, save their progress, and provide interoperability amongst other titles. Our first game, Undead Blocks, is a blend of Call of Duty Zombies crossed with Mario Kart, where players will compete with and against each other in a never-ending fight for survival. You can check out the gameplay and our white paper. These two links are actually active.
Just to cut in before we keep going, guys, do pay attention to that wording, where players will compete with and against each other in a never-ending fight for survival. So do pay attention to that, guys. That means that multiplayer will not be just a team game. It will be fight for yourselves, unless you're in a pretty good.
I put the Reddit link in the chat.
Yeah.
Nice, thanks,
awesome.
Dude. Thanks.
So unless you're in a team with your friends, expect to be thirsted.
Yeah, you are going to get killed. Then we got what makes Undead Blocks stand out from other Web 2 zombie shooters and Web 3 games. Wagyu Games prioritize fun gameplay above all else. Our mobile version is currently in development and will allow for cross-platform play with friends on both PC and Mac. As Call of Duty pivots away from Call of Duty Zombies and focuses on Warzone, we see a unique opportunity to seize the market, share, and create what made that franchise so special for over a decade. Our free-to-play and earn tournament series has yielded over 100,000 to gamers in beta through sponsored online and in-person events, connecting zombie and FPS fans from all over the world to the metaverse. To truly become AAA, it will take time. That means more maps, Easter eggs, more weapons, and ways to compete against each other. Taking the Fortnite approach, we'll be looking to cross IPs as much as possible with popular Web 2 brands and familiarize Web 2 gamers with NFT tech and show them that Web 3 gaming isn't so scary. The Undead Blocks GameStop Marketplace Skin Collection. Undead Blocks will be releasing a 25,000 supply loot coffin collection directly on the GameStop NFT Marketplace on December 5th.
So I got pushed back 4 days.
Yes. They got pushed back a little bit.
Okay, so just
Yeah,
you read through it so quick you didn't even notice it. So yes, it was December 1st. Now it's December 5th, guys.
Yeah, Grant made that announcement yesterday on the Spaces.
Okay, cool. Well, see, that's why you guys are here listening, because I'm just trying to focus on not sound like an idiot while I read this.
Oh, you're doing great, bro. Come on.
Each loot. Well, you know when you read something that you've never read, you're just like, so,
It is long.
So we got each loot coffin will contain one skin from our season 1 collection. Each survivor will have the chance to collect rare weapon skins, gold and silver ticket items, participate in the interstellar giveaway, and more. And then there's a picture of the different guns. I don't know that I can.
It took a little while for that to fade in, but it did fade in.
I don't think I can.
Oh, dude, I want that axe.
Yo, check out these.
This one right here, this bottom right-hand corner, right in the middle. The golden black one, right in the middle of the double C. That one.
Oh, the one that's like
I want that.
Not Thor. What's that? What was that guy's name? Not He-Man.
It looks like a Batman axe. I think that's why I like it. It looks like the classic Batman.
This is sick, man.
Oh, you know, it is actually like a face or something. Hold on, let's just go right up on this guy. Where's my scroll? Right here.
There's another cricket bat, different colors.
Yeah, see, there's like a.
There's like a head on it. There's a bat head. Yeah, it's got like a bat head or something to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me turning my head sideways and shit.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm like a dog looking up at you to fill my bowl. Like, you got that good stuff from last night again?
Actually, mine's still eating leftover ham from Thanksgiving. So.
Oh, that's what I was. Yeah.
Is that an octopus?
Yeah. Oh, you got to do that.
Yeah, an octopus bat right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's the skin. So back to the article. So we have the Super Stonks melee weapon skin giveaway to celebrate our first listing on GameStop Marketplace and our partnership with Immutable X. Undead Blocks has crafted a melee weapon for the Super Stonks community. The Super Stonks skin will only be made available to community members. Each skin will be sequentially numbered and will never be offered again within the Wagyu universe. So what was that? Super Stonk skin. Oh, okay. To participate in the Super Stonk melee weapon skin giveaway, leave your registered IMX L2 wallet address in the comments section. See how below. Register your wallet address on Immutable X to be eligible. GameStop wallets can press activate layer 2 to register. Our other wallets can follow instructions via this link, and there's a hyperlink to take you to help you get that done. Once the requirements are met, the skin will be deposited to the wallet address associated with the corresponding account. The Interstellar giveaway, in the spirit of welcoming in all new Super Stonks gamers, we have also curated a limited edition RPG skin that represents the very best of the Super Stonk community. Then it says the Interstellar skin will be airdropped to gamers that hold at least 10 common, 5 rare, or 2 legendary coffins in their wallet as of December 19th. So that actually got pushed back by that same 5 days.
Yeah, they were going to hold 2 weeks no matter what. So it didn't matter what day it started. It was, it's 2 full weeks.
Cool. And then it says, which is 1 day prior to loot coffin reveal. Each skin will also be sequentially numbered and will only be made available during this loot coffin drop, never to be minted again.
So that means they will be rare in 2 years when we have 1 million players.
That's the look of it right there. It's actually looking pretty badass. We got a little camo on the moon camo
to the moon. Looks like a moon, yeah.
Yeah, to the moon. Then we got the galaxy skin, of course.
And then the Super Stonk on the RPG.
Yeah, and then So
morning, WT. Sorry to hear that you're not feeling good. Glad to have you here, though.
What's happening, WT? I can't see what you're writing, but I got it from Nifty. What else do we got here? Got that close. Yeah, so that's the that is the Medium article, and then there was another tweet that came out that Grant, if you haven't rated it yet, it's a guy asking Mario Nawfal. We're looking to start deploying capital again in January with the focus on gaming and DeFi. Any underrated project you recommend? So you guys can always go
scroll over his name. I want to see how many followers he has. 227,000. All right, so he's legit.
He's doing okay.
I always like to check that because every once in a while you'll see somebody post something like that and they have like 210 followers. I'm like, you know, I mean that's less than I have. So
they have like 83 people.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, so that was that. I think that's all that we had going as far as things that need to be shared like that. So I can put that down. But that's pretty awesome. I mean, the pictures of the guns are pretty cool. You know what? We could do that again. Let's go look at these guys and just have an actual minute looking at.
That Cerberus is gonna be kind of fun too. 3 guns in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cerberus.
All right, let's get this.
If anybody's gonna get that.
How do you guys see that?
I kind
Is
of want the
pretty
turkey skin
good?
too, to be honest. The turkey
Yeah.
day
Turkey
skin.
skin has to be acquired. Yeah.
That shit was fire.
All right, hold on. Let me get back to the channel I was looking at. Looking at our Discord.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Lots of golds. I really don't care about gold weapons. I mean, maybe that gold three-headed axe.
I want the gold combat knife just for taking down the knife only challenge. That's
Again,
what-
well, what do you get? A knife only at around 400? You'll literally probably die before you make it to that point, like in real
No,
life.
I just mean for having completed.
Oh, okay. Like you should just get one just for
Well,
doing
'cause
it.
Technically, if I completed round 5, I completed round 5 in solo knife only. That's like competing and completing round 20.
Well,
No.
I mean, theoretically, but can you imagine how long it would have taken you to get to round 20? And then you still would have had to
Oh.
finish that round 20.
Oh, I
so-
could do it no problem. I just depending on
yeah.
how long are you guys willing to sit through the torture.
well, and you won't be able to pause it by that, and then either. Like now, you can get away with pausing it. You got away with that a good bit.
No, I went to the bathroom once in 2.5 hours.
Oh, really? I just happened to come back every time you were going to the bathroom during your
No,
once
I
in
think
2
I got up,
hours.
I think I got up once for that whole.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. You just happened. You came in for the one time of it.
Yeah. What I was like, oh, he's on break, and then I walked away again, and came
No,
back,
no,
and you were
no.
just finishing up.
Yeah.
I want to mix all the rarities, to be honest. They'll become rare after a couple seasons. Right, exactly. It's like my old. So now Apex actually lets you you can gift your skins. So you can't sell them yet, but you can actually give people your old skins in Apex. So they're getting there, but yeah, I agree with that. Like after a while, when we have 1 million players, our 30,000 skins that on day one are going to feel like, oh man, everybody's got this skin. Yeah, well, in 2 years, not everybody's going to have that skin. In 2 years, people are going to be like, oh man, where'd you get that? Man, I got this at season 1. Oh, you were here for season 1. You know what I mean? So that'll happen. We'll get there. That's what happens to me in Apex. Like all of my skins are season 1 and season 2, and I don't even play the game anymore. So I dropped in last night for the 2 minutes before we played Warzone, and I was wearing. I didn't even try to do it, but my Gibraltar just happened to be in his Christmas skin, which is a white polar bear skin. I'm dropping in like get a Christmas skin like the day before Christmas, and like nobody has this skin because it's one of those season 1 Christmas skins. So it's like it's kind of rare if you really watch to play. Like you can really tell who the older players are if you play that game long enough, because they'll wear
I
those
love
old
Apex.
skins. So
You're an Apex guy too?
Oh yeah, bro. I play Apex Mobile still to this day.
I didn't know they even. Well, I did know they had a mobile, but I just haven't played it.
Yeah, I used to play
I'm
with my
horrible
bro. I
on
don't
mobile
play no
anything.
more 'cause we're not together. It's kind of a bad memory. One thing I would like to say, guys, for the connecting of the wallet on the Immutable X to enter on this, the way to do that, let's say, I thought for a second you need an Immutable X wallet, but there's not one. All you have to do is go to Immutable X and then connect your wallet like you would in OpenSea or anything like that. Sign the wallet signature to connect to Immutable X, and then you're connected, and then you just send that address on your wallet that you connected into the Reddit post, just in case anyone was wondering.
Okay, hold on. Start from the top with that one again. That was a pretty good. That was
I
a
mean,
really good
if you share your screen, you can walk through it.
Okay. Well, I don't want to show my address, but I'll tell you guys in
It shouldn't show your whole. Should it? It should only show the decimal pointed address. You should only get like the last 6 characters.
Okay.
You should be safe. Should be.
Well, you would have to use a new wallet because I already have mine connected, but I'll still do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, I can just show the button, and that's all you really need to do. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now.
Yep.
It's part of the reason why we use Discord currently, because it's just easier to do
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like this.
So easy.
All right, there we go. We
guys.
gotcha.
So there is no Immutable X wallet. You just need to have your own wallet, like on MetaMask, and preferably MetaMask because I just read the instructions. You go to Immutable X, and then you go to the marketplace. It's going to be a tab that says marketplace, and then you're going to be right here. You're just going to press connect wallet, and then it's going to ask you to connect your MetaMask. You press MetaMask, and it's just like connecting an OpenSea. You press it. I already did it all, so it's just going to connect directly to it. But
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
don't even
act
have to
just
go
fine.
that deep. That's perfect. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
that-
easy enough. So it's basically just connecting to a Mint site or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Utilizing
sweet,
it very
awesome. Thank you very
effectively in
much for that.
banana.
Because I've been so busy doing a bunch of other things throughout the days and whatnot that I'm like, there's
No,
so
I
many
feel
things
ya.
that have been slipping through the cracks, and yeah, that's awesome. Appreciate that.
Of course.
StreamYard with description and IMX.
Zumi is doing it. Hold on, I want to wait. Zumi is doing it for a lot of people in Discord due to the karma
Yes.
required to
So
post.
yeah,
Yeah.
Zumi posted that if you don't have the karma to post, DM him your address and he will post it for you.
Yo, Lightcloud, you're a savior. I don't have the karma, so thank you.
Yes, and Grant also posted that tweet, or no, not posted, but pinned the tweet. So it's
Nice.
pinned in general chat.
Okay. On Discord?
Yep, in Discord.
So but
Morning,
you have to
Angler
sign
Marv.
up
Good
for Reddit
morning.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, and you have to be for 7 days to have enough karma to be in there or something like that. Or
Oh,
4,000
man.
karma, I forget.
It's to
So if
it's to help battle bots.
If I
Yeah.
do it now, oh my god, it's signing up for another thing.
That's really the only reason why I haven't. Like some of this stuff that we have to keep, they want votes and stuff on. I just can't keep adding a whole that much, and not until my patent goes. Then I won't have to care because you're just you. You won't need to have all those sign-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll just use your fingerprint or your eye retinal scan or whatever the hell you want to use as your version of being who you are to be recognized, and you'll just sign into whatever the hell it is.
I was hearing your Twitter space about that, and it's insane how you have 5 different biometrics that you have to go through, and it's like replacing the wallet address and seed because it's literally you. Genius.
Yeah, there's no way to change you. Well, I mean there is, but no way that's gonna
Well,
work.
that's why you have
yeah.
5.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way that's gonna work. It'll there's a lot of different things that'll work for. So in like a real world situation, like in countries like London where everybody's on camera, like they'll
Yeah.
know if something illegal happens. Not only will they know that it happened right away, but they'll know who was in the area. Like for crime and stuff like that, it's going to change things. Now, of course, there's the whole argument that we're giving up our rights, but you don't have doesn't matter. It's happening whether you like it or not.
I mean, yeah, like that's my stance on it, is that we're getting a little bit too into the dystopian nightmare that we've all read about in 1984. But at the
Yeah.
same time, we're already doing it, so it's
Yeah.
not like we're stopping something that is going to happen. I mean, if you're watching it on, Chicago PD or friggin', what the word like.
Yeah, it even says based on room stories, those things. Criminal Intent and any of those shows that you're about to say. Law and Order. No, they all say that. They all say at the very beginning of the show that these are based on actual cases. So yeah, that's all real. It's just if for my argument, and it's not even really an argument. My comment is I had somebody mention me. Well, you just gave them the way to. I'm like, well, if I didn't do it, somebody else was going to. You know what I mean? Just because I thought of the idea and I was the first one to patent it doesn't mean that I'm the only guy that had that idea. Like I'm not dumb
They
enough to
would've done
think
it
that
anyways.
right. Somebody would. If somebody didn't already, like I legit feel that it might be why Satoshi's like in running, because I think that the CIA realized what it was, and so he decided to go hide, and I was too stupid to think about it before I just did it. So I just did it. So most people are doing it right, and that's the other thing, like Cloud. So and that's the real thing. So the first software that we're putting, that first piece of software we're putting out is 100% voluntary, and you're right. People will volunteer to do it because it is a convenience. So that's just it. There's safety and convenience. The real people that worry about the added measures of safety and security in the world are usually the people that have a reason not to be seen, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I
Exactly.
don't know about that. I don't know. About
I mean,
that,
I do
because
want privacy.
have no
I'm just saying
reason to be worried
usually.
about being seen, but I mean, I just don't. This is my thing. Is I don't think that when I turn off my front light, as it were, at night, that as long as I'm not killing puppies in my living room,
It's not the government's thing. What I mean, that's why I'm talking about in public.
in
Like, yeah,
public,
at home.
But the problem is that it just seeps into
To your house. Well, it's
it
just
gets
like
into your house,
you
yeah.
buy an Xbox, you literally give them permission to allow the government to turn on your camera anytime they want. That's like part of the Xbox TOS when you
Oh,
agree,
really?
Yeah, when you agree to an Xbox account. So now, whether or not the government actually turns on your camera, looks in your living room, who knows? But that's an actual legit. You give them permission to do so.
Well, here's the theory that I
Microsoft
have.
is
Let me
partnered with
see
the
what you
government.
think about this. Watch this.
Oh no, they got Nifty. Yeah.
So this thing here holds
They ain't paid me yet.
8 gigabytes,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
This little tiny thing, like perspective, mouse, SD.
Oh wait, well,
right?
that's
The
an 8
government
gigabyte
has-
here. This one. That little damn thing is 2 terabytes.
That little thing is 2 terabytes.
Right.
Yeah, so just put it in perspective, guys. That's Nifty in his living room with 2 terabytes, the size of smaller than a postage stamp, which some people might not even know what a postage stamp is. But it's
Right.
small. And basically, imagine what the government actually has. Think
Yeah.
about
Well, they had to invent a new storage size called the yottabyte. The United States government.
the yottabyte. What,
Yeah, it's like a
big.
billion terabytes or something like that.
Oh my god, just unspeakable. But then you think to yourself that, like, if you look at the amount of like video that's uploaded on a daily basis that gets stored somewhere,
Yep.
and that's YouTube. Now imagine what the governments of the world are actually storing
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
without you even okay, you get a text
Although we
message.
know here, we know they straight out tell you that every single text message sent in the United States is recorded. That's why they had to invent the yottabyte. They have a building, a huge fucking building in Colorado that stores every single text message.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What I will say on the topic is that, I'm sure that anyone would have done the technology before you guys.
Mhm.
And personally, I agree that bad actors will be against this so that they can remain in the shadows. But even me as not a bad actor, I support the technology because I'm a tech guy. But at the same time, I wouldn't volunteer to it until I was forced to.
Right. Well, right, until you don't even know that it's happening. So that's essentially what will happen. Like, this will be, like we always talk about with the NFTs and crypto and all that just happens in the background. This will be the same thing. It'll just be a part of the basic tech that is just part of your, not everybody, we just talked about this every, once a week at least. Not everybody wanted credit cards. Not everybody wanted debit cards. It was all cash, 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 cash. Everybody was against it. And then eventually now everybody has one because it's just daily life. This will be the same thing. It'll just be integrated in the daily life, and it'll just be another part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the only
I
problem
heard it
with
was going to be like a passport, a new passport.
That was how it got started. That's literally how this got started. Somebody came to me, an FBI agent came to me with the idea of recreating a digital version of the passport, and I
And
realized,
they were going to do that anyway.
right, I had to realize what it would take to make that, and the only way to make that work is through biometrics. That's the only possible way to verify it. That the government across the, so the only thing that every single government in the country accepts is a passport. They're all the same.
True.
In every single country in the world, a passport is the exact same document, just a different
Talking
language.
about right, just look at TikTok, man.
So,
Violations all over.
yep. So I think I still have some floppy drives around. That's horrible, Angler. Damn. Man, kids don't even know what a floppy, the 3.5-inch floppy disk. Then the 5 1/4-inch floppy. Go even further back. The 5 1/4-inch, yeah, the big black one. You had to have like 7 of them to play Oregon Trail.
remember, when I was playing King's Quest or Queen's Quest, you had to put in a disc every 17 minutes to keep playing.
Just so, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it would pause your game while you swapped out discs so that you could put in the next memory because it just had too much. I mean, there was nothing left on those discs. They didn't store shit. It was like 10 megs. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, you could barely fit one of today's You wouldn't even be able to fit today's pictures onto one of them.
No, you wouldn't. Or a song for that matter. You probably couldn't put an
you'd rather
MP3 on
have
it
the
either.
Photo album.
You get like half of a
Look
song.
at it, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's crazy, right?
You could do
How
just like the
bad
vocals for a
technology-
song or just the instrument, like one single instrument on a song.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, low
Go to
disc
75.
75, exactly.
man, back when they taught us Lotus in middle school.
Yeah.
And all that was just telling this stupid little turtle what direction to turn when it hit the wall on the screen. Oh man, old days. And Dvorak, typing with Dvorak, that was how I had to learn how to type. I remember that too. And I still never learned how to type. Horrible. Damn, I'm old.
It's okay. You're not that old.
What else did Grant cover today? We have, so that's the one that you just talked about, the narwhal.
Awful.
It's so nawful.
That's quite awful of you. You have to say it with an English accent though, just to make it roll off your tongue.
We got people DMing people, give the zombies a paddle in. That's one that we already did. Check this out on the Discord channel. Nope, I'm not going to go to a random channel. I already have enough channels. Well, okay, so nothing new there. I really don't think that we actually have too much else to cover today. We're going to try to get Grant on, like I said, but he said he is driving back from Detroit right now, which is probably part of the reason why it wasn't so easy to get him on yesterday. Also...
Yeah, he's predisposed. The guy needs a bit of a break away from stuff. Everyone does, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to, I'm talking about getting ready to leave. I didn't even put the avatars up today. You guys, well, sorry, you guys didn't get to do any avatar fights. No boss battles today. No nothing.
You're out in the wilderness, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. No nothing. We just have believe it or not, those are supposed to look like seats at the theater, but it really just looks like some kind of red wave. I need to remake the theater with the art. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. So I can go show you guys that. That was because that's worth it. I think I still look at that moment. I have one of them on my phone. The ones that I showed you the other day of my dogs that I did. The Superman. I turned my dogs into superheroes.
Yeah.
So I was at Thanksgiving the other day, and I get bored because all of my wife's family speaks Spanish and I don't. So, so I get bored and I start doing stuff. So I took my dogs, turned them into superheroes.
Dude, sweet. Let's see.
So there's Simba and his superhero.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's so cute.
And then Dexter being a superhero.
That's sick.
It's bad. I love this fucking this. It's great because it's on your phone, so you can just play with it. And then because I was being bored, I was like, let's see what John Wick looks like as a superhero, and he got kind of mean. So apparently John Wick is like the Deadpool of superheroes.
Oh yeah, he gets even meaner.
Yeah. These are pretty good pictures though, just overall. These three.
Camera glitched.
Yeah, those are cool.
Oh, nice.
So, but yes.
Now, did you render this with AI or did you make it yourself?
Yeah, these are all AI. Yeah, I use Midjourney. Save for my wife, I pick up. Yeah, exactly. I'll pick, and that's if I'm even paying attention. Otherwise, to me, I've gotten now that we've been married for almost 7 years, it just kind of fades through. Like I don't even really listen, to be honest. I'm just because I'm not.
I just don't even listen.
Like I know I'm not going to pick it up, and to pick up every other word or every third word, and then for us it's like bass and bass, like perro. I can't even say it, but the word dog sounds like butt also, like not like
perro is butt, yeah.
Yeah, it's like butt and dog. So, like, I don't know if she's talking about my dogs
I can't
or.
say the other one,
So.
You just pretend.
Culo? You could say culo. I know that one. Like I know the bad words.
That's what I was trying to say. But
like I know those words. It's funny. And it's not because, and that's the funny. It's like they go out of their way to make sure that I know those words. Like that's the words that they ask me if I know. It's not like, oh, do you know how to say hello? It's like, I say how to. It's like
that's universal. I promise you.
Yeah. Like, oh, but you know this one. Oh, but you know this one. 29 years. Good God, I hope I make it that long. To be honest, this is my second marriage, and we're just about to reach the same distance as my first. So that'll be a record.
Nice. You said 30 years is what you're headed to?
No, this Anglemarv said he's 29 years in. Good for him, brother. Good for you.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment, especially these days where you can't.
Yeah.
People can't do 29 days sometimes with people. 29 hours is like, oh God, get him out of my life.
I mean, there's definitely been people with that. We met on a dating site though, so we were actually just meeting up with each other every time I came into the area because at the time I was working for the carnival, so I was only here in like the Tucson and Phoenix area, maybe I don't know, a total of 5 or 10 weeks a year. But every time I was in the area, we'd call and hook up, and I'd come down here. So it was always worth the drive. I like the motorcycle ride from Phoenix to here because it's really just one long highway ride.
Oh,
that
that's nice.
that has very few cops on it. So as long as it's not windy, you can pretty much haul ass on the highway and they don't care.
Just go pedal down.
I mean, the one on my Beamer I was doing, I didn't even know it. It is because I was never on the open road. This was the first time I took my Beamer. Like it was a cruiser. It was a K1200. So I'm sitting there. I'm riding down the road. I'm just cruising. I'm passing people, but I'm not flying past people, right? And then I looked out at my speedometer. I'm doing 125, just cruising. Like it just felt like I was doing like 90. You know what I mean? And I'm going past people, wow, wow. But I'm just thinking I'm doing like 90, and they're doing like the speed limit, 75 or something like that. And I'm just cruising,
100.
right? And it's just, and it literally, I felt nothing. No head wobble, no wind. I'm just cruising along. I was even like looking to relax and putting my arm down on the gas tank and shit. Like I just was, it was 100% comfortable. I was like, holy shit, I could easily do 160 in this, and then backed off.
Yeah, that's when you back off.
Yep. I do miss that
I
bike.
love
That's one of my that'll probably because now they don't make the 1200s. Now they're 1600s. So that'll probably be one of my next cruisers.
It's a beast. 1600.
Yeah, and it's a sport cruiser, so like you don't feel it because it just goes, and it's not loud. You know what I mean? Unless you swap out pipes. It's the Beamer, the BMW bikes they're well made. Not just because it's a BMW, but just the way that they design them, and they're 4-cylinder engines. I mean, you're literally driving on a mini car engine. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy. All right, like
Mine's
give
only
me
750, and it's friggin'.
give me something good to make that's not a Lego somebody. Because that's all
my
you ever give me.
750 can do 200 kilometers an hour and cruise at it. So I can only imagine double that plus.
Are you asking for AI recommendations?
Yeah.
Okay. What is there right now? I can barely read it. Sorry.
That just says full character concept, but I can change it to whatever.
Okay. How about a person guitar or something guitar related?
We will do the Devil's Guitar then.
Yeah. And then next maybe a guitar superhero. See what comes out of that.
Guitar Super. It's gonna be a picture of that game. Remember that game? What the hell?
Oh, Guitar Hero. Yeah.
Guitar Hero. Yeah.
I was thinking like a guitar with wings or something, or a cape.
As a musician, did you ever play Guitar Hero?
Oh yeah, but guess what? It was nothing like playing guitar.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Because I just can't do it.
So what they stick to, right, is the beat. Like if the beat is like 7 notes, but it's like it'll do 3 beats for like an 8 note or a 7 note like strum that you would originally do on guitar. So it's just keeping you on beat instead of actually like getting every note. But if you're on expert mode, now that's a lot more similar.
But it's not though, because you're just like pressing a button on the. I mean, I get it that the like.
Oh yeah, the tempo at least. Like it hits every note, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
They had a game where you can actually play the guitar and it plugged in, but it collapsed. No one really wanted to learn.
Yeah, it was the whole point was that it was people who couldn't do.
Well, because they made it a game, so you can still learn to play any instrument you want pretty much by using your phone.
Yeah,
but they're like actual learning apps, you know what I mean? Like they're there to teach. Where when you try to make it into more of a fun game type of thing, I think that's where they lose people.
Yeah.
Because now you have it's just a game, and then they're trying to do it to have fun while learning, and it can't really do both. Like you don't go to school to have fun. I mean, you go to school to learn, and then you have fun after school.
Yeah. Well, because
this is sick. The Devil's Guitar. Some Tenacious D scene stuff right here.
Right, Tenacious D would wish that they had this in there at this point. Like this is the type of stuff exactly what happened. Like people use AI for stuff like that. So they'll get inspiration from what the AI makes them, and then they'll turn it into whatever their medium is.
Oh shit!
That actually did come out really awesome.
That bottom left one is insane, and the top right. Oh yeah, they're all great actually.
It's always 2 and 3.
Almost always, yeah. No, one actually all of these are actually pretty decent, to be honest. Even one, that's a nice little face on him. And remember, none of these are actually the full rendition either. This is just this is like the 1080p version.
Wow.
And then it renders up to, I think I have it set to 2K. 3 and 4 and 2. And then we can do imagine. What else do we want to imagine? Well, that one's still working on
Going off the last concept or a new one?
No, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to kill some time.
Hmm.
So that we don't stop 40 minutes into the stream.
Evil bunnies.
Evil bunnies.
Or a demon bunny.
Imagine an evilly possessed.
Dude, when I was in the Arctic, I actually saw demon bunnies.
What? How?
Yeah. Okay.
The red eye ones?
No. Yeah, they're pure white. They have red eyes. And they eat meat. So you'll see this like pure white. I didn't see this part, but you'll see apparently this pure white rabbit with blood all over it.
That's kind of metal.
Demon.
It's kind of metal.
It's totally metal. It's like you're like, hey there, little bunny, and then the thing attacks you and eats you.
Oh yeah, not in real life though. That's terrifying.
Yeah, well, yeah. When I saw them, and what they do too is they actually, they get up and run on their hind feet. So they do this like on their two back feet. It's kind of cute, but also scary. Because imagine a bunny
Cute till they come
with
at
red eyes.
till they come
and
at you
blood
like Monty Python's Holy Grail.
That's what I'm
Covered in
saying.
blood.
Yep, and then they just look at you like, I'm gonna eat you with 4 of their buddies. Not cool.
Yeah, Monty Python's Holy Grail at your ass. This one's kind of plain. It looks like something this is something that you're looking for in Dungeons and Dragons, and you just find it
Right.
in the back of the book.
Final boss type shit.
Like, here's your reward. Here's a guitar. Go fight the baddies with that.
It'd be cool if you could have that perspective with like the fireplace behind it, and then this one here. You know, like so the one that you were showing that's like the guitar that you'd find in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, this one here.
But like that with the fire, yeah, that guy with one of the other guitars in front of it would look pretty sick.
Yeah.
Is there any way to do that?
Not
Or
by
not?
telling it, not without photoshopping it.
I could Photoshop it for you if you really want.
Yeah, I could
No,
Photoshop
no,
it too, but
No, I just was wondering if that was something that the AI could do, but I appreciate it.
Right.
Thanks, though.
actually, speaking of, I have to cancel that stupid Premiere Pro membership. Before I get
Yo,
Thanks
do
for
you know-
reminding me about canceling a membership.
before I get billed for that stupid shit.
Yeah, I have a 3-day trial I'm trying to get rid of.
Is that the Premiere Pro? That's the
So,
Adobe stuff?
I made an evilly possessed bunny rabbit fighting for a carrot, and this is what we have. I don't know what he's fighting. Maybe a squirrel in this one. This guy here, the top left definitely looks just awesome. He doesn't look like he's evilly possessed, but they all look very angry. This one
He
here
looks
is
like he's scheming.
the bottom left's got a knife and he's about to stab a gopher. It looks like I don't
Yeah,
know. Like he's straight out mad. He's like, "Get away from my carrot!"
Chop some heads. It looks like in a Coliseum, too, or something. Where's he at?
Yeah, like
Like,
yeah, it does look like or like a bus station or something, or where do they do bullfighting?
Yeah, like a
I forget what it's
yeah,
called.
like a Coliseum.
Is it Coliseum? I don't know what they call it. I'd have to ask my wife. She'll know. But it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not sure I just pictured the Roman Coliseum.
The top left one is probably the best overall picture. Only because the top right one, this thing is missing ears. Unless it's a mole. I guess it could be a mole.
Right, or a rat.
The animal that's called a mole. That's funny. That was good. That came out pretty good. And then this is the full version of him.
There we go. Yo, he's got like a
He's got a
It's a
carrot.
hot knife.
He's got a carrot knife to cut a carrot.
Yeah. Look at that guy. That guy will mess you up. He's charge.
This one too.
Oh, he's got vampire teeth.
This was like, I'll gut you. I swear to God, I'll
This
cut
other guy
you.
over here's got like a gun or something. What is that?
Wait, which one?
Jello
Oh, the
pea
red.
shooter.
This guy here. I don't know what it is. It's some
A
kind
big
of.
gun around-
carrot in the bag.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That ground squirrel has got some kind of glitch going on,
Yeah. Unless that's a carrot.
or it's like a samurai sword.
Or it's his other leg that he's picking up because this guy already
Oh,
cut
I
it
see what's
off.
going on. This is another bunny rabbit with his head. It's like
His
doing
ears
like
are back?
this, so it
Yeah,
cuts onto
possibly.
its back.
Yeah, because I guess I can kind of see an ear here, maybe.
So this is like the guy is like, I'm not taking out the garbage again. But if you don't take out the garbage, I'm not going to give you this carrot.
Just do your fucking job. Imagine what
Oh,
around
wow.
you be.
Look at the message on Twitch. Imagine one of them running around in undead blocks.
Now we're gonna put one of them in My Pet Hooligans. He'll be an Undead Blocks character in My Pet Hooligans.
Real quick, you guys remember in the map Ascension on Black Ops Zombies, they had those mini, my bad, Call of Duty Black Ops, they had the mini monkeys running around? That would be crazy to have the
still
mini
have it.
bunnies.
I still have Black Ops on my PC.
Nice.
I never open it, but I
That's
still have
good.
it.
Can you still play it?
No, that's what I said. I never open it, but I still have it.
Oh, but you can't play it though.
No, I can. Yeah. I just
Oh.
don't. I just never do. I
Gotcha.
just, it's one of those things. I saw somebody last night when we were playing Warzone that was playing it. I was like, wow, okay, so somebody does still play. I mean, but
Yeah.
Hey, I would.
it's one of the few that has still, it still has one of the decent zombie modes. So that's part of the reason why I like it.
Those were the ones where you had to build and like close off the room, and they would tear down the stuff, right? Is
Yeah.
that-
Right. You had to keep rebuilding the doors. There was a storyline to it. What everybody else is calling the Easter egg, but it's basically just a storyline. Like,
Right.
I mean,
Right. Yeah, I never really played the zombies much before.
I
could
was
choose.
huge into that. Like, I was addicted to that.
Yeah, yeah. I just really liked, for my lifestyle, the just coming home, like we did last night. You run around, you shoot people, and then you get, it's just, to me, zombies was like this other realm that I just wasn't prepared to go into at the time. So
I feel you.
but
When I first
now-
played zombies, I played it at World of War, and that was the first zombie rendition.
I hated
Quite
World
literally
of War.
scared the crap out of me, dude. I was young, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's running towards me!"
World of War was such a shit game, though.
The
Like, I
map,
didn't even like it then.
it was just innovative for its time, but yeah, they could have been better.
Well, because
I mean, that's what I mean
also
about
when it
looking
came out,
back.
SOCOM was still out, so I was so biased to SOCOM that Call of
Mm.
Duty. I didn't get into Call of Duty until SOCOM died, because I had to
Gotcha.
replace it with something, and it definitely wasn't going to be Halo, so that's how I ended up in Call of Duty.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
never went Halo because of the Xbox factor. I've always been a PlayStation guy, but I definitely.
Oh,
I think one thing that we always forget is the fact that when these games came out, at the time they were like the sickest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? So to look back, so sometimes I've played other games like, I don't know if you remember 1942 Nifty, but it's
Yep.
basically. Have you ever heard of 1942 Diamond Hands?
Loved
was it
that
that war
game.
game?
It was a flying
Uh,
game. It was an
flying game,
overhead. It was an
yeah.
overhead, top-down view of a
Oh.
flying
Heard
game.
of it? Never played it though.
And then you'd get like little drops that would come down the screen. You'd get like better gun, better bombs, extra lives, and the trick. And but like to look at it back now, you're like, oh my god, it was literally pixels
Yeah.
on a screen going left to right. But
And then, of course, the sequel was 1943, and that was a good one too.
was it? I don't think I ever played that one.
Yeah.
But I want to actually get. Yeah, Angler Marv said loved 1942. I want to get one of those emulators for the computer
Mm.
and just be able to play every game, because I would play the
Well-
hell out of 1942. That'd be
Well,
a
if you
fun
like
throwback.
1942, man, there's this VR game on the Oculus store that's called Warplanes. Insane. You're in there. Like, you're controlling it and stuff. It's insane. It's next
He
level.
That'd be pretty cool.
He played at the 7-Eleven arcade. I didn't play at the 7-Eleven. I always went to the pizza shop to play my arcade game.
Wow, that was a thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. You'd go to the you'd go to NBA Jam when it came out was at the local video store,
Yeah.
and kids would line up at lunch to play it.
Yep.
And
Oh
then
my
one genius kid figured out if you taped thread to a
Yeah.
quarter,
You can pluck it out.
you could drop. No, they even went one further, dude. They put it down the slot,
Yeah, and then you can
and
pull it
would
right
just-
back out. Yep.
and then go ding 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 ding, ding, and they'd be pulling it, and they would be getting credits, like the credits would be on the
Yeah.
machine, like blowing it up. But yeah, they'd be like ding 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 ding, credit, and then it was fun because you would go somewhere and it was like it was kind of the original online multiplayer was going to the local video arcade and
playing
you'd
next
have-
to each other.
yeah, you'd have people standing beside you, and then when you would be done, your score would be there, and they'd be like, "All right, I'm in there," and then you'd play, and like
Man.
NBA Jam, the guy who won would stay on controller, obviously. So then you'd had a couple guys that, or like Street Fighter and all those games, you would have guys that would just they would run everybody, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
not really those Street Fighter games for me. I'm not really like the combos and stuff, but
Yeah, I feel you. I was for the experience. The combos killed me because if the person knew how to play, oh, they got it.
Oh man, and there were some guys that they their parents they had the game system at home, so they actually knew how to do the controls and figured
Right.
it out. So then when they're at the arcade, they're just handing you your lunch, right?
Oh my god, yeah, a little worse.
Like Cloud, I still remember going to some arcades. They were a lot of fun, a lot of kids to hang out with. Yeah, exactly, and that's it. It was like you actually hung out and gamed versus being at home. And Anglemar said, "Yeah, bro, Saturdays were lit
Saturdays were
arcade all
lit.
day."
Sick.
Actually, that's why if you look at you'll see guys from my generation. What a lot of them will do is they'll actually get an arcade machine for their house. Because there was something about standing at the machine and playing. Like I went to when I was, man, I got a lot of Arctic stories. But when I was in the Arctic, because for 6 months a year there's no lights, so they really focus on the mental health of the people on the base. So they had like an arcade room that had
Look at that.
table, what's that? Table hockey. Where you got the paddle and the puck and it's
Yeah,
got the air. So they had one of those.
air hockey.
And they had a bunch of air hockey. That's it. Yeah. And they had a bunch of actual stand-up arcade games. So I wound up playing. Do you know Asteroids, Diamond Hand?
Oh man, is it that the plane that goes like this and shoots?
No.
Kind of, but
Oh.
it's no. You're like you're like the cursor for your computer.
No, you were actually
That-
just talking about 1942 Diamond Hands. That was the plane that went like that and shot. That was 1942.
No, he was talking about the one where you're the plane at the bottom and you're shooting the.
Oh, that was
the different
Galaga.
things. Yeah,
Oh,
Galaga.
okay. I was gonna say that's it.
Or Galactica. That was both of them. But yeah, Galactica
Okay.
and Galaga are basically the same game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, no, Asteroids. You're like the shape of like the cursor. That arrow looking thing, and you're in the middle of the screen, and then asteroids start coming in from all over, and then as you shoot them, they break into smaller asteroids that you have to shoot. And anyways, it was like really, really hype game.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Anglermarv, yeah, and yes, Asteroids and Galaga. They were So then anyways, in the Arctic there, the one night I made it my mission to claim all 10 of the top 10.
Dude, that's sick, man. You ever play a game called Dig Dug?
Yeah, I love Dig Dug.
No,
Favorite old arcade game ever, bro.
One of my favorites, without a doubt.
Yes.
dig dug. So what is it like? I'm just going on a limb. Like you have to dig.
So let's say
Yeah,
let's say
literally.
you're like a character on the top of this dirt, and then below is like this big level, right? So you literally look down and you start digging, and then if you run into like a alien, you like send this like monster whip thing or a gun, and you shoot it, and then they die, and then you have to collect all these gems. But if you get like overrun, you die.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It sounds so simple, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, everything back then was simple, but the funny thing is it might have only been 2 buttons, but they're still not really easy games. Like, even if you go back and play them now, it doesn't make them easy just because they're only 2 buttons. Like, it's really odd the way that ends up working out, but...
Facts.
And like again, the fact that they were able to even do that is just makes my brain go like, wow, this
Well,
is cool.
I know.
Man.
The aliens gave us a whole bunch of stuff. We're just getting started.
The alien.
You know, the aliens wrecked in Roswell because they were playing video games. Like,
They were playing the original Call of Duty, and they just crash landed their plane. That was actually
Right.
Call of Duty that they were playing when they.
they're in the middle of a very intense land battle, and they weren't paying attention to the controls, and they were having a physical fight because somebody cheated, and that's why they wrecked.
They just started lagging and shit, you know.
Yeah, they were on that 2G internet up there.
This is supposed to be a superhero Chow Chow, and he really just looks like a giant gerbil or hamster.
Okay, this is epic. I can totally see an NFT Web3 game like this.
Yeah, the top right looks almost like a cat. No, maybe not. He's got a dog face.
Yeah, he
My
just
man's right off at screen peeking. You know they always were.
and this guy. I mean, that one actually came out kind of well. The other one is supposed to be an evil bunny rabbit wizard.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like Jedi bunnies.
That's why I thought he was fighting the Jedi. Yeah.
Revenge of the Sick.
So what is screen peeking? Did I miss a reference there?
So let's say you're split screen on a game like Halo or Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're 1v1ing each other.
When you're sitting beside each other, like playing old school. Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason.
Or like
just
playing
know where you at.
playing Madden, and you're watching people push what their play is. I mean,
Yeah.
Cheese ball.
way back in the day.
You're screen peeking. No, I'm not.
Literal fights over that, like punching my best friend in the fucking face because I caught him looking at my controller.
They had
always
cardboard
were, too.
set up to prevent it.
Yeah, I mean, it did get to that
That's
point.
a
Like,
good
you were putting, like, walls up and shit between each other so you couldn't see. You definitely weren't looking to see what they were picking. And then when the games first came out, they didn't figure out to hide the play, so you just watched what people picked, you know what I mean? Like, on the screen. It just was, like, original Madden, you could actually see what the person that you were playing with would choose. Because it was just on screen. They hadn't figured out how to disguise it yet. Right, screen peeking starting fights without a doubt. I remember directly punching one of my friends in the face once for catching him. So we still stayed friends. Like, it's basically what it was. He's like, all right, you got me. Like, I got caught.
Yeah, just hear that
Yeah.
one.
That's crazy, man. This is such a nostalgic stream right now. What else can we hit that's nostalgic, man? What
Right.
else? What else?
I'll talk about anything other than the dogs this time. You guys aren't going to get me on my dogs again. Those fights got intense. Then parents coming home to break it up, took the console away as punishment for fighting. Yeah, and then they send you outside to play so that you can just fight better without breaking anything in the house. That's pretty much how it worked. And then 10 minutes later, you shake hands and go pick on somebody else.
Right.
You realize, oh, let's not fight each other. Let's go beat this guy up next door. It's more fun. We just walk forward, act like you're playing, and watch your friend to see if he's screen peeking. And then they always were. Of course, it was hard not to. I mean, it really was. It was just one of those things that if you were the first one to pick, what else are you gonna do? You have to start looking somewhere. Like, you're already done picking your turn, so now you're just gonna look around to see what's going on. Or the race in, like, the fighting games to get to the first, whoever was playing, their favorite character first.
Oh my god, you guys remember Soul Calibur?
Yeah, I didn't say I was horrible at those games. Like, I was 100% just button mashing. There was no skill behind me in those games. So
Yeah.
it was, I would get in Street Fighter and take Blanco and just hide in the corner and shock the shit out of everybody when they tried to fight me. That was my skills. I was horrible at those games.
Yeah, just like the buttons.
Yep. Well, it was just straight 100% button mash, and then I would do something cool, like, oh, that was cool, and that would be like the only time I would ever do it, because it was 100% luck.
Yeah, they're like, how did I get that? How would I do?
It was then the character with the staff red. Yeah, I'd never got into those games. I mean, like I thought they were cool. Like, I watched people that were good at them. Like, I thought they were cool to watch. Just my skill level isn't memorizing buttons.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
what.
was a G, man. That's my favorite character too. If we're talking about the same one.
Tien? Yeah, Tien.
If it's him, I forget if that's his name.
Tien is the name for Tony Jaa in his movies.
Go into the Google machine.
I forget the name of the
Yes.
movies are though, but there's the whole series is really good of Tony Jaa.
I like the staff character. I like that weird, what's it called? Clown-looking guy with the whip, and also like the huge guy with the sword that's huge and had an eye on it. If you guys know about that.
No. Oh, yes, I do know. Yep.
So I think it was Killick. That's his name, Killick, for the staff guy, and then I'm gonna find the Soul Calibur huge sword guy.
What are the things that you remember from?
Right. Oh, Nightmare. It was Nightmare. Oh man, I remember like picking him, and the voiceover was like Nightmare. So epic.
It's so cold here today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like 60 degrees.
Yuck.
Same. My feet are freezing.
You gotta get yourself a pair of slippers.
I could just turn on
Right.
the heat too. I bet no. Why do that? It's gonna warm up in another 20 minutes. So
Yeah.
I just wait until my PC warms up the whole room.
Oh yeah. It's like the personal heat.
my old PC, absolutely. This thing is silent. It kicks nothing out, and it's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, which is awesome, but it doesn't warm up the room.
Yeah.
Speaking of, maybe it's a good time to plug them if you
Oh,
want.
that's just badass. No, not yet. Well, yeah, in another minute.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be Raiden from Mortal Kombat battling against an evil bunny rabbit wizard, which I spelled rabbit wrong. But epic scene, cinematic 4K. So it took a little bit of liberty on Raiden. This bottom left one here, number 3 again, is the closest to the Raiden that we know. But all of them are pretty cool. It took the idea that it's, Raiden's in control of electricity.
Yeah.
And they're all, like, definitely the most evil rabbits that we've had so far. This bottom left one is really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a big rabbit jumping at him in the sky, coming in from the right corner.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
And this one here just looks like he's a cat rabbit. And he's just, like, scratching his chin and giving him some shocks. Voldo is the bondage guy that walked backwards with the finger knives. So what game are we talking about? Because I remember this one. The Voldo guy. Soul Calibur. Okay, yeah. That was because I played it. That's what we had in prison. Yeah, how fucked up is that? We actually had PlayStations and Xboxes in jail. And Soul Calibur is one of the games we were allowed to have, so we were playing that.
Nice. The fact they had Xboxes in jail, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, federal prison, so not to start. I think in the states you have to pay for them, but in the federal prison they provide it because they know that it helps to calm people down and make them not actually talk to each other. So it's usually a good thing in jail. But they don't. It's not like you can put it. At least not in the one that I was in. You couldn't put it in your cell. It was like shared for everybody. So it was literally divided by race. One day the white people had it, the next day the black people had it, the day after that the Spanish and basically immigrants had it. And then that was the rotation.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, most jails you walk into it, you are immediately racially discriminated.
Oh yeah, it's all about clicks, so you gotta go with your.
Oh no,
your
they
race.
you literally walk into it that way. So you walk in Los Angeles, you don't walk into it. You go to Los Angeles County Prison, they put you straight in a white only holding tank. They put you in a black only holding tank. They put you in a Spanish only holding tank. And then when you get upstairs, you even get walked in that same segregational idea. The white guys walk with the white guys, the black guys walk with the black guys, the Spanish guys walk with the Spanish guys. You walk in. As soon as you walk in, the reps forever is in that. The will immediately walk up to you. Yep, and they'll pull you off to the side. They'll tell you the rules. And then if you break the rules, then it's your own race that deals with it. Unless you're really stupid about it, and then your own race won't even help. But yeah. So that's literally taught. It's not like it's that's not TV or anything like that. That's 100%. They keep it that way for a reason. The jail, the COs and the sheriffs or whoever's running the place, literally keep that ingrained. So There's no way to
Yeah,
step out
man.
of it because they actually won't allow you to. And they don't. And the biggest reason for that is because they don't want you to. Could you imagine if all the inmates actually decided to be as one team?
Exactly. Why
So-
they do that? Yep.
It helps for them to keep that divisiveness. Just like in the
Have you,
real
ever
world.
have you guys ever heard of a drink called Yakult?
No.
Is that the one you drink?
It's like a little probiotic. Hispanics love this as like a drink, but it's actually a probiotic.
I don't even think we have it here. I've never seen them.
Yeah, it says right here, non-fat probiotic drink.
He's
just
like, I
super
know.
sugary.
Light Cloud says, yeah, I know. My uncle at the time was in prison, and we geeked out about talking about PlayStation games. The powers with people like, oh, it's just the illusion that you don't have the power. Yeah, exactly right.
Exactly.
And it's because they teach it out of us at this point in time.
It's
Because
all about keeping us in the illusion.
yeah, media is media, and everybody believes the media instead of their own thoughts. So
Right. Just like borders. If you really go up to the highest spaces, like when I was in the plane in Nashville, you don't see any border lines. You just see land. It's all one map.
right. Well, unless you fly over the Mexican border, then you see walls. You'll know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you'll know if you fly to the south border. You'll know. I mean, because now it's not even walls; they're putting shipping containers up because it's cheaper than walls. So they're building a wall with shipping containers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some zombie land stuff.
Yep.
Or zombie world.
It's cheaper and just as effective. So if not more effective, it's harder to climb up a shipping container than it is to climb up some of the fences that they're building. So, but that's the United. Well, that's not even just the United States. It's everywhere. I mean, in the 80s, we had the Berlin Wall separating two parts of Berlin.
Yes.
So there's always been, you know what I mean. This is the world, and it doesn't matter if we fix it now. They're still going to happen again, and it's just a matter of where it is. So
The good thing now is that we're all interconnected through this thing called the web.
the
That's what's different
metaverse.
now. Yeah.
All right, so we did Raiden battling an evil bunny. I think I'm stuck on the evil bunny thing today. Let's move off the evil bunnies. Let's move off of the evil bunnies. Now we are getting ready for Christmas. Let's see what we can do with Santa Claus.
Nice. We should do badass Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Oh, battle. Spell
Like
battling,
game,
right?
Santa Claus.
Battle, 2 T's. Battling, no E. Battling the devil for his golden fiddle. For his fiddle made of gold is how it's actually said, I think. Fiddle made of gold.
Oh yeah.
And instead of Johnny, or whatever, what's the name of the song? Charlie, the devil went down to Georgia.
Yeah.
I have to sing the whole thing in my head. I think it's Johnny. Johnny was the character's name. Was the person's name.
Mm.
With 8K and see what happens. Let's see. Oh, well. Voldo is a bondage guy. Yep, I didn't miss anything. Alright. Loved Mortal Kombat. Yeah, the fighting games. I mean, at that time, I did more of the racing games. They're more my thing. Like, I was heavy in the Gran Turismo.
Oh boy.
Once the shooter games kind of went to just Call of Duty and Killzone, and they're basically all, to me, they're basically all the same.
Yeah,
And cheating was so rampant back then, there was no way to control cheating. So then I started to get pissed off with online games because people learned how to cheat. These are actually really good. So instead of making him battle again, it kind of looks like it made him be Satan. That could be. I mean, they do say Satan and Santa are the same thing. They're only moving one letter in place.
Yeah.
So that's a badass Santa. This guy's got some more muscles than I've ever had.
My man's. That top right is insane.
Right? That's like a... This one here got a little grainy. But yeah. 2 and 3, once again.
It's funny how that kind of seems to work. I wonder if that's like our own personal bias.
Yeah, Santa's coming out pretty solid. Like
Yeah,
this,
coming to
This is
Cookie,
definitely definitely Satan Claus. This is not Santa Claus. This is Satan Claus.
Yeah.
I mean, they even gave him like horns and like he straight up like this on the top right when it looks like he's just made his horns because it's got like a bandana wrapped around it. So like he just went and took Rudolph's horns and said, you know what, these are mine, bitch.
Yeah.
Then he's got like a reindeer type of hands going. They really did a lot of morphing on this one. They did some morphing there. They really came out pretty cool though.
Morpheus.
There we go.
Those are really cool.
Man, the fiddle's a little out of place. It's not quite under his hand, but
Wait, is that a fiddle or a violin?
technically the same.
Oh, okay.
I think the difference is how they're played. I think like bluegrass people call it a fiddle because they play it more, hardcore. And violinists call it a violin because they're playing it for the more, it's music either way, but just the more classical version.
Right. Don't mess with Santa.
We getting Santa gifts this year. If you don't get Santa, Santa's like, look, bitch, I'm coming for your shit.
Move it under the chimney.
Uh-huh. You ain't goddamn cookies, boy. You gonna
Where's
eat?
my cookies?
You gonna eat them cookies?
Okay.
That was actually pretty good. Let's just see what happens if I just give it straight out Santa Claus and let it do a little bit of its own thinking. See where it goes. See what it thinks of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And we'll do this one in 4K. There we go. No comment other than just Santa Claus, and see what we get. The rest of the stuff is just like imagery, so it gives it more than just a body. I didn't do a full character concept either, so these are actually giving us, interestingly enough, full character concepts without telling it to. Yeah, so now we're just gonna get traditional Santa.
Okay, the AI knew what you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting 100% traditional Santa Claus now.
And what did you remove to get it back to just original Santa?
I took everything out. All I did was just type in Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
Instead of telling it what I wanted the image to kind of compare it to, I just said Santa Claus and then epic scene in cinematic in 4K, so that it gave a little bit of background to it.
I think it's still top right. And look at this majestic mustache this guy's rolling with.
All right, don't you wish? You wish you could do this.
I'm headed for that.
Yeah, I'm track to that, yeah.
Santa is one step away from godliness, so that means you need to be able to build like a god stash.
He's a demigod.
I'm working. It's getting there. But
these are all good though. All four of these are actually really good. The bottom right one, number 4, is a very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Like that is definitely like Santa's thinking about dropping this motherfucker for being a bad boy this year.
How much coal should I drop on his ass?
2 cookies?
He's looking at this boy like, listen, motherfucker, I told you to be in bed when I got here.
You want a PlayStation? And you give me 2 cookies?
And no milk?
Yeah, where's the warm milk, kid?
This shit is cold. Boom.
This milk was out of date 3 days ago.
It's been sitting here for 2 days. What am I supposed to do with this?
Where's the chocolate?
Oh, chocolate.
I have chocolate milk. I have Hershey's to squirt in it, and I have the Nesquik jug from Costco, so it lasts me like 6 monds.
Oh my god,
Nesquik,
they get a separate cart for it?
Like it's huge. It's a big ass thing at Nesquik. Yeah. Because I don't like milk, but I know that I need to drink milk. Like it's not because I just don't like regular milk. So if I put chocolate in, I'm fine. Or if I'm eating something that's thick, like a piece of cake or something like that, I can chug the milk. And that's the other thing. I can't just drink milk. I need to chug it. Like I drink the whole glass, and that's it. That's the only way I can drink it.
Get
Get
it.
vitamin D milk, and then you can drink less and still get more vitamins.
Well, that's why I only get whole milk. I don't like not whole milk.
Gotcha.
Like you might as well just give me water. If you're gonna give me 2%, just give me fucking water. I mean,
I don't like 2% anymore. I used to drink that a lot.
we're still waiting on the these guys to finish up. There we go. There's the very contemplative one. His beard filled in more detail on the beard. More detail on the hat. His eye got a little funky.
Hey, Santa's been smoking that.
Right on that. He's on that. Oh, now we've got. See, now you gave me the idea. So now we got it. So it's gonna be Walter White as Santa Claus.
You like read my mind, dude. I didn't want to say it out loud though.
Walter White from Breaking Bad as Santa Claus in front of a Home Depot. See what happens. Because that's the best scene that I remember. When he walked out to the, I don't know if you guys all seen it, probably not ruining anything here, but at the one part he walked out in front of, there was people buying all the parts that they need to make meth, and he caught him and he walked down, he's like, yeah, you're going to do that in somebody else's turf, not mine. Basically. Hey, we like arts and crafts. Well, this is a different arts and crafts, so it's not me trying to remember how to build my fucking, my overlay. It's just me actually doing art. Walter White from Breaking Bad as Santa Claus. Helps to spell Santa Claus, right? No, I did spell it right, I guess. In front of Home Depot. And that's it. I'll just leave it there. Epic scene. Cinematic. And we'll do this one in 8K.
In 8K, wow.
It doesn't really change the graph, like the actual resolution of it. It just tells it that you want more detail.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because an 8K image can take more detail in it, so that's kind of how it interprets it. Yeah, I think that's how, because of doing this one here in 4K is why we have all the decent snowflakes and stuff like that in it. The beard looks good. The fur looks okay. Once again, just one of the eyeballs. It looks like they want to keep giving him a cybernetic eyeball.
Could be foreshadowing.
Right. Oh, here we go. I'm getting a little bit of the Walter White. That's a big goatee on that Walter White.
The bottom left eye would be crazy.
It's a huge goatee. This is like the old Walter White. This is like super grandpa Walter White. If he would have survived the final episodes and made it through.
Exactly. Spoiler alert.
I don't know. I kind of knew from episode 1 that there's no way this was ever going to end good. You know what I mean? So you have to know that he either dies from the cancer or he dies from all the shit that he's doing. Like one way or another, you know that it's not going to end in a positive way.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not ending out pretty.
You know, it was like Sons of Anarchy. You don't watch it. You just don't have a show like that where it ends good. It just doesn't happen. All right, so here's our Walter Whites. This one here just basically makes it look like he's like a toy outside. Because look, it's a giant inflatable, pretty much. And this one here is like the I give up Walter White.
Yeah.
That's Walter White retired.
On the bottom right.
But no, he's repping a really nice jacket though. That's one of those.
Yeah, he's nice and toasty. Yeah, there's no doubt. He's not cold.
Yeah, he is definitely not cold.
They even put gloves and mittens on him. Like they full on dressed him up. He's got boots. They even like what's it called? Clean the street. Shit, I forget what it's called. Yeah, they went through and scraped off the street. Snow in the background. It's actually pretty neat.
Santa dripping.
Hardcore thinking. That was funny. I still don't think we can get SpongeBob right.
I don't think we did that yet.
No, we tried a couple weeks ago and it never came out right. It just didn't want to do. It didn't want to do him or Simpson. Homer's any of the Simpsons, actually, for that matter, right?
It's biased. It doesn't like them.
I think that I don't know. For some reason, I just think that some things are they seem to protect a little bit more than other.
Yeah, I was thinking
Other
the
brands.
copyright.
Yeah. Midjourney says that they don't protect for copyrights, but there's definitely certain images that just don't craft correctly. Just go super basic. I'll just say straight out SpongeBob first and see what happens. Oh, now he's got like a broken eye and some blood, and man, that's the not doing very good Walter White as a Santa. Actually, it really doesn't look like him at all anymore. They gave him the full-on beard. The Santa part really makes it not. This one here looks the most like him, right? The big inflatable Santa version of him.
Yeah.
Facially, anyway. Yeah, see, it's Jack and SpongeBob up again. Like, you can tell that it's supposed to be SpongeBob because you know what SpongeBob is, but...
Yeah, but they're like...
They're not
we
SpongeBob.
can't do
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still pretty neat, though. Like, this top right one is actually really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, top right, number 2.
They're all kind of neat in their own way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of them. They're all... Because they're just being unique, they're just exactly that. They're unique, and they all really actually look pretty cool.
Oh, this is sick. Top left one is...
This the square one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They all actually look pretty good, no matter like for what they are. I mean, it's still cartoon, so it doesn't need to be completely realistic in any way, shape, or form.
Bottom left looks like SpongeBob on Survivor, just getting...
Or some shit, right? Except for he's molded into the ground, so like he's been there for so long that he's you know, he's become a living sponge again and grown into the ground. I did have an idea there, and I forgot what it was already. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a jungle waterfall. Okay, a jungle waterfall captured inside of a bottle. A bottle.
That's very creative.
Vibrant colors. I'll just do vibrant. Epic scene. Cinematic. And we'll do 4K on that one. Jungle waterfall captured in sode, because I spelled that wrong. So, a jungle waterfall captured in sode of a bottle.
In sode of a bottle.
Vibrant epic scene cinematic. 4K.
I got 7 people in the stream. 17 people in the stream.
Yeah, as
Thank
I
you
said, we
so much
have
for being here, guys.
We have a little more than that, and then that's only what the numbers that you see are still only Twitch. Don't forget we're also on 2 different Twitter channels and YouTube all at the same time.
Nice.
Got quite the stream reach when you do all those different spots, eh?
Yep, and I can actually still add one more channel, which will be the Theta.tv when we go live for that.
Nice.
And then maybe eventually I'll drop. I don't know. We can. I have the availability that I can just not stream to the ZNN Twitter. If we get to the point that I want to attach another channel instead.
Yeah.
All right, here are our waterfall in sode of a bottle.
Yeah. In sode of a bottle.
Pretty neat. This one here is probably the best. Bottom left. I don't know. 3 and 4 are both pretty good on that one.
Yeah, actually 4 looks pretty good on this one. Let's get a zoom in on 4.
Upgrading the 2 of them. This is the ones that spelled correctly. A little bit more color. Still looks like 4 might come out the best. 3, 2. All these are actually going to come out pretty decent.
You still with us, Diamond Hands?
Yes, sir.
Thanks for streaming. Always a good time. No problem, Angler. That's what we do this for. 6 full days a week. Okay, not full yet. Yeah, we're getting there though. We'll be doing more than a couple hour streams here very shortly. When we have more undead blocks to cover, such as actual gameplay. This gold one is really pretty. 2, 4 has got a lot of color in it. All of these ones came out really neat.
Yeah, actually, bottom left has got the cool perspective in the background too.
Yeah, with like inside of a cave and just sitting. Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
of them actually came out pretty good on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Top right's my favorite though.
Yeah, I like the coloring for that number 2. The gold, like the sun looks like it's coming out of it, and that's kind of what makes it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in there, like the really deep blue water. Yeah, we'll see that one full size here in a second. I can see some of these winding up being posted for sale on the on OpenSea here shortly. Whenever, probably tomorrow, I'll probably get back to working on that again. Like I was telling you yesterday, I actually do have yours done. If I remember right, they are done, and already, like, I've already given them attributes and everything. They're just sitting on the OpenSea, and I haven't shipped them back out yet, so I need to do that. So we had some leafage going on the outside of the bottle. Ripples, you can see the reflection in the water of the bottle, so it kept that with, realistic. Some moss.
That almost looks like you should try one. It almost looks to me like it's a jungle waterfall inside of a bottle, inside of a jungle waterfall inside of a bottle.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much how it. You know what? And I even misspelled jungle because it says ungle.
Oh.
Ungle waterfall. It came out better though with ungle. So, because this is the ungle waterfall.
I personally like ungle waterfalls better than jungle ones.
Jungles, yeah.
But, yeah.
So this one has a little vortex going on before it fades into the waterfall itself inside of it. Yeah, it's really cool. That's badass.
That is pretty badass.
Looks like there's like birds in the background or something.
Yeah, there's something flying, or at least there. This one here looks a little cracked. Very pretty on the inside though. The outer area is faded out. This one here is the one that I wanted to see. This one's got a lot of color. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on here. So we got our waterfall coming down there. Trees, colors that kind of match the colors on the outside, more like it would be, like a bottle does. Reflects the outside in.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was a good idea. That was fun. It was fun. So let's do a detailed, upscaled redo on this one, see if it gets better yet. And same with this one, see if this one gets better yet. And why not? ¿Por qué no? Okay, I do know some Spanish.
¿Por qué no los dos?
See, now you went too far.
That just means why not both?
Why not both? Yeah.
Tienes que aprender el español.
45. Oh, these things taking. I'm glad I have it on fast. Otherwise, we'd probably still be waiting for the first one. Because it doesn't use my GPU to render. It uses theirs.
Yeah.
There is a program called Stable Diffusion that you can download, and it will use your own GPU, and you don't have to pay for it. And then also because you are using your GPU, it doesn't render anything to the public eye. It all renders straight to your computer. It's just not as easy and intuitive to use as this.
Gotcha.
And also, they Midjourney incorporates Stable Diffusion into it. Like, that's why. So you already have it. You know what I mean? It's already part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
If anyone in the chat wants to give us some ideas, feel free.
And we will go here to this page real quick, and I will remind you guys that Zombie Network News is powered by FlyingPhoenixPCs.com. Let me get myself where you guys can see me. See that? There we go. FlyingPhoenixPCs.com. Go to FlyingPhoenixPCs.com to get your custom-built PC using coupon code ZNNUB at checkout for some savings. They even have pre-built PCs starting at just $700 each. Support Zombie Network News and our sponsor, FlyingPhoenixPC.com, on your next PC using coupon code ZNNUB.
Yes, sir.
These are finished. That looks worse. See, so sometimes the upscale actually disappeared a lot of it. Now we don't have... Half the bottle is just missing. And
Yeah.
so the upscaled redo did not help. And it kind of did a little bit more on this one, maybe? I liked it better before. Because I felt like I could see the water more. Now it's just kind of like it's more like a Bob Ross painting in the middle. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So we will go back to... did it already stay? I think I already have it both ways. Yeah, so this is the original one, where to me it just looks more like actual water.
Yeah, that's a lot nicer.
Versus the upscaled. I mean, it's still cool, but it's... I don't know, it's a little over.
I like the detail in the river of the other one.
Actually, I don't like any of the redos.
No, that one looks pretty cool with that pink, but it's not really a... That's cool.
Right.
Yeah, that was
this
the old
looks
one.
more like like... Maybe we'll do that next. So this looks more like a galaxy caught in a bottle.
Mm.
And this looks more like a waterfall caught in a bottle. So guess what's getting caught in a bottle next?
Boy.
The Milky Way galaxy captured in a bottle.
Nice.
We'll just stay with bottle. I was going to be particular, but... Vibrant. And 8K. Now we'll run this one, and then Bernie's fine. What's going on, Bernie? How dare you smite the great Bobber? I'm not smiting him. I was just saying that it's not my type of art. My type of art is actually, I really don't have a type of art. Like, I don't. My wife does all that shit. You walk around the house, if it's something hanging on, if it's not in my office, it's my wife's work. Everything else is that's all on her. Including this which she's gonna yell at me when she gets home because I forgot to plug it in again. The Christmas tree.
Oh boy. Is it like a charge up Christmas tree?
No, it just plugs in. No, it's...
Oh, okay.
No, I just forget to plug it in. Like, when I wake up, she's like, unplug it when you go to bed, and I forget to do that. And then she'll unplug it when she wakes up, and then I'm supposed to plug it back in when I wake up, and of course, that doesn't happen either. So now they came out even better.
Wow.
Every one of these are really cool.
Beautiful.
Every one of them.
Yeah. The last one's my favorite, but...
Just because of the color
Yeah.
and the way that it kind of like... Oh, we'll see how... These should all upgrade good, so...
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
But yes, the bottom... The number 4 is definitely... The background's cool. The inside the bottle's cool. The colors are good. They all look really neat, though. I like how they give, like, the sand vibe on the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, like you feel like you're in the dunes.
Render Christ standing on a rowboat, frightening apostles with stormy seas. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how it does Jesus Christ, I have to be honest. The couple that I've tried weren't the best attempted depictions. So, see how this goes.
See how they turn
It's
it.
I mean, most everything that it has for reference on Jesus Christ is actually pretty violent. So,
Oh yeah, they'll show like the Passion of the Christ main scene or some shit.
oh, I forgot to. Now it's doing too much stuff, and I lost where I'm at. I forgot to do extra stuff on that anyway. I wanted to. All right, well there we have it in with just the basic command, Bernie, and now we will we'll also do it with the added commands that I don't know why I forgot to put in like I usually do. Epic scene. Also cinematic. And 4K. Oh, we're definitely on a boat. We have a boat. We have people in this one.
Let's go. Give us a boat. Oh, it's starting to come together.
Okay, now we've got people in all of them. Oh, this one really came out cool. Just look at that one.
Yeah, I like that one. It looks like it's like a what do you call those things? Like a cyclone.
Mm-hmm. This was the really colorful one. Pretty neat.
Yeah, that is really cool. And what was the starting point of that again? What was the words?
The Milky Way galaxy captured inside of a bottle.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right, so this is the
Bernie saying
original
you should do a
Stormy
bottle
Seas without
sideways.
anything added. Bernie should do bottle sideways. Oh, laying down. Oh yeah, like a what do they call it? Ship or boat.
Oh,
or
these are
whatever they're called.
sick.
Model.
The top right and bottom right are my favorite.
But they're not doing his face. He's getting like a zombie.
blur.
Yeah, zombie mash face. I mean, this one here is parting the seas, the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's you can see the ocean rising up to the sides as walls.
Mm.
So that was the one without my added things, and this one here has the epic scene and cinematic in 4K, and you can already, it's a lot clearer, a lot. Here's people just, they've been thrown off the boat. We got no room, get out. This is probably close. So for what you're looking for, Bernie, I think it's going to be either the top left or the bottom left. But yeah, on the top right one, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people floating in the water.
they're out. They're out of the boat.
You got no room. You're gonna make us sink. Get out. All right, so we will upgrade 1 and 3 for you, Bernie. Yeah, they come out. And yes, we'll do the Milky Way galaxy with a bottle on its side. See if that'll see how well that upgrades. Side of a bottle laying on its side. Yeah, that actually came out pretty good. I mean, even this one, I'm going to upgrade number 4 too, I think. We got one person, just one person, off the side of the boat here.
That guy, you know what?
Well,
He may or may not have been a sinner.
He might have been like, you know what, fuck this. I'm out. The water looks really good. The people look really bad. But
Yeah, the scene looks dope.
Yeah, the water and the sky came out really nice. Even the boat looks pretty decent. But yeah, the people get kind of, I mean, now, a lot of art is actually like that. Like, they intentionally blur. So. This one here, same thing. This guy's face, it looks like he's about to take a dump. But then he's going through some rough water, so he probably is pooping himself. Jesus walking on water. Guiding the boat, essentially. The boat. So it doesn't understand the laying on its side part, apparently. Although they all still really... This one here is literally the Milky Way galaxy in a bottle. The ground on this one looks better, the top left.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it's on Mars.
How do I fix this? Let's go with... Sometimes it's just a matter of moving the words to where they land. So instead of putting laying on its side after it, I put it before it.
Or even horizontal,
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
like Bernie said.
What a day. What a day. What a day. No. Oh, I thought it was the same one already. I was like, man, that was quick. It's almost just making it look like it's like the like an amplified reflection. Like if you're laying in front of a bottle filled with water and looking at the sky.
Oh,
This,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is like the magnification view.
That's actually a pretty cool perspective, though. Oh, Bernie is saying probably wants landscape command.
But I can't do landscape without changing some of the other command. That's what's getting us the good value. I do know what you mean, though. I mean, I could probably figure it out. Yeah, it's word placement and wording and. This one here's got a watermark on it. The hell. So horizontally laid bottle doesn't work. So Herm. What time we got? 10:39, guys. So we are just about to head out because it is Saturday, and well, you know, it's Saturday. Yeah, of course, you might just be able to swing on over there to Slayer Wolves after this, and maybe catch us playing some more Call of Duty DMZ.
Yeah, if you want, guys, I'll join you. Unless you got up
Yeah.
there.
Sounds like a good plan.
Let's do it. Yesterday was so fun. Like, I forgot you were on stream, bro. I just was so lit and just opened up. I forgot.
It's all good. It makes it fun.
Yeah, I was just being me, so I know being me, I can't even be mad at.
So the best we have so far is a slightly tilted bottle.
Got a little bit on the edge.
This one's thinking about it. It's kind of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's like, we're gonna fight for a little while before we decide to go down. All of them came out really. I mean, these were actually really neat ideas, though. The art, the outcome.
The Leaning Tower of
The
Pisa
bottom
looks
left
pretty
one
dope.
looks pretty cool because it's actually inside of a what's it called? Like a covered bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you're just
like
peeking
it's, you know what's in
into
there.
it.
Gotta make an entire NFT collection just on captured stuff in bottles.
Yeah.
Seriously, just give it some utility, man.
Well, we have utility for our personal ones that we're about to do. Well, at least
Yeah,
I have
right.
some. I don't know if you've thought about it at all, but I have some ideas for mine.
Nice. I have a couple
I've thought
ideas.
about a few things. Yeah.
I'm trying to go music based, and also like something else I don't want to mention because
Nice.
not only thing that's gonna make me different.
Just keep it secret.
Yeah.
It's
My
like
idea
Lord
is
of the Rings, keep it
simplicity.
secret, keep it safe.
Yeah, my idea is simplicity, incentive, and feedback loop. That's all I gotta say.
The only streamer that we have is... I'm not even gonna make any comments. So we don't have anybody
Did you want to go live, Diamond Hands?
I'll go live from Dead Blocks, but Modern Warfare will not stream on mine. But I'd be down.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, do some Undead Blocks. We'll raid your channel, and then that way
Yes.
people could get to see your channel and
I would
give them a
love
follow
to.
and everything.
Yes. I'll get on right now.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Do it. This one's pretty neat. Lots of color to it, but meh. Kind of hungry too. I like this one. This one's got a lot
Think
of good
about
color.
leftovers.
I've
I'll
already
do that.
eaten all my leftovers. I ate them all yesterday.
Oh man.
That's all right. I have another dinner today, so.
Oh, round 2.
And apparently half the people aren't showing up because before they even had the damn Thanksgiving dinner, the family's already fighting, so half of them aren't showing up.
Oh wow.
Twice food. My wife's boss's family.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're in there, guys.
We're in.
Nice.
We're in. All right, guys. We do appreciate you all for watching. We are going to raid off over here to Diamond Hands. If you guys haven't followed him yet already, do give him a follow. He is he was the only person to really follow through on the boots on the ground at Nashville, and that's why he's here now. So if you
Appreciate
guys, follow him, give him some love, watch him. You're gonna play on Undead Blocks, right?
Yes, right now.
So I gotta find you because for some reason, once again, you're not showing up.
And yeah, I couldn't agree more with Nifty and whatever he said about Diamond Hands and more. It's really great
Appreciate
to
that.
have you on board, my friend.
I really appreciate it, man. It's a pleasure. Pleasure's all mine, seriously.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's nice. It gives it that extra dynamic.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I know how to
I'm
do
gonna
this.
clo-
I could just
I'm gonna close up the Discord. I think it's lagging, but I'll play a couple rounds and then come back to y'all and we'll play Modern Warfare.
Yeah, sounds good. Hit me up when you come back.
All right, bet.
raid. There he is.
Let's go.
Yeah, I have to do this raid the hard way, so we're going to, oops. Because he's not popping up on my list as usual, so I have to copy and paste your name and actually, do this the hard way. I think I have to do the @ right? And it's been so long since I had to do it this way. And I'm pushing the wrong damn buttons.
Hold on. Bernie needs a new PC from
yeah.
Flying Phoenix.
Oh, we know.
Check out the link. Don't be scared.
Yeah, he knows all about it. He's being very facetious and sarcastic. See if this works. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. If it doesn't work, we'll know in a second. No, yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. So I gotta remember how to command a raid. Is it /raid maybe?
Would probably be /, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. /raid at Diamond Hands. There we go. Now we should be raiding you. In a second. Invalid username, so no. No, Diamond Hand needs to be one. He lagged. My PC's a Smithsonian model.
Smith, yeah, it's like it's got 2 inches of dust on it. Yeah, he lagged out of this conversation. Yeah, he's playing. Or is this a restream?
No, I'm just trying to figure out. There it goes. Now the raid has been created. There we go. Now you guys should be able to join it. It wouldn't let me find him, so I had to find it the hard way.
Gotcha.
But now it says the raid has been created. 11 viewers are ready to raid. All right, guys. We appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you very much. Go give him some love. Hang out with him for a little while. Don't just go in and bail out on him. Hang out with him. Give us some love like you did us. See you guys Monday. Tomorrow we're off. See you guys Monday.
See you guys tomorrow or Monday. Later.